things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arkansas's offense will go on the attack first. The Bayou Bengals flexed on their boot rivals the last time these two men won it easily.
LSU made an example of Arkansas the last time they played. We talked to a lot of LSU fans, and they said, we think about Alabama, we think about Georgia, we think about Ole Miss. They took little brother Arkansas to the woodshed the last time they played.
And I can just tell you, as a fan of the sport, when you hear that little brother, that ticks me off. So I know it ticks off Arkansas Razorback fans, and they want some revenge, and they want that move.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt. Makes a move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Looking to pass, it's Best. Dumps it to the back. This time it's complete. And they'll knock him down.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of that.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Derrick?
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, running back gets to give. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over the Red Hawks of Miami. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it.
There he goes. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And it's so hard playing defense because they put guys in motion. Sometimes they give it to them, sometimes they don't. Nice job. They get the jet sweep outside right away. The defense doesn't react quickly to it. They get some positive yards, and they get the first down.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Carr. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're sub at the 41. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Jackson will throw. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gives it on the option. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LA.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Gets it out quickly. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the catch. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jackson gonna throw it. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're gonna get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is gonna have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you gotta go tempo. You're gonna have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you gotta eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. From the gun, running back on the move. And so, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The screen, and watch out. We We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Right down the boulevard. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Best. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a Golden Boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they've played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the line.
And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. Oh, he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jackson going to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. How about that Bayou Bengals defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold.
Turning it on! Oh, he got loose! We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Takes his shot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the 2 states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. To the air, it's Best. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But He's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Dupree. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets a block. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Best. They'll run the screen. Finding an escape route. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They'll go back to work with the 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got a man, it's Kruger. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in, it's Cunningham. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
These little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
Got a man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Finds a slot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Makes the grab on the left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Best. It's complete to the right. Open space at the 25. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jackson will throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. With the catch, it's Brown. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Got his man quickly.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
From the shotgun, the inside give. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Punt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Jackson going to throw it. Finds space on the right. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the Battle